Hey guys, welcome to another piece in this mail opening saga. We are on to the final parcel from the original wave of parcels, and I'll be honest, this is not the one that I thought it was. I completely forgot about this one, and if I'm honest, if I was gonna say I regret buying any of them, particularly because of how many we bought, this would probably be it. But there are some gems in there. It's not a big deal. But yeah, it's not great. I spent £24 on this one. It's not an amazing bundle. In fact, it's a shame that it cost me almost as much as those zombies in the last episode, which was a pretty good bundle. I've got new parcels to show you guys today on the pile, but I did miss one while we were out, so there is one waiting. The further we get into this, the more I'm realizing how long it's going to take me to finally get through it all. But we need to get this stuff listed on eBay, as I was saying in the last episode. So we're going to just crack this open. Most of this one is definitely to sell, and let's just get into it. So yeah, I thought this was a different one. I'd completely forgotten I'd bought this one. Yeah, so I guess this is going to be a less interesting one. Next week's is going to be a more interesting one. And I might even do 2-in-1 next week, just because this is getting a little bit ridiculous. But yeah, so we got some dumpsks. Some Nike dumpsks. Yeah, it's not the best bundle of the lot. It's probably the worst bundle of the lot, but there are some gems in it nonetheless, and it's a fairly big bundle. Like I say, this one was £24. Can't remember how many figures it is. Let's just get straight into this one. Basic Cesaro. Bundle fodder is not worth anything on his own. But basics are easier to sell as bundles than any other type of figure, really, so that's good. We've got a Chris Jericho Ruthless Aggression. Quite a nice one. It's a little bit damaged. Joints are quite loose. But, you know, it might have a better chance of selling than others just because it is a little bit different. Oh god, this is terrible. We got a John Cena Ruthless Aggression, which is already pretty bad. But as you can see there, he's also had his nose shaved off. That's not really ideal. Let's perk it up with an interesting one. We got a Classic Superstars, Hacksaw Jim Duggan. Now, I think this was part of the appeal. Oh, it's sticky. Oh. Okay. Look forward to fig bathing that. I don't really want that touching anything else, so I'm just going to put it in the lid of the box. Oh, there's literally residue on my hands. Oh, that's gross. Yeah, I think that Hacksaw Jim Duggan was part of the appeal, like a low point part of the appeal, because I figured if I couldn't get a Mattel one, keep watching the mail openings, guys, then this one would do for the time being if I wanted to use him in a Classic Fed or Legends, anything like that. We got a basic Dean Ambrose. Well, it's not sticky, so that's already a good thing. He can go in the bundle with Cesaro, as can this basic Seth Rollins. We've got a Deluxe Aggression Sabu here. Now, Mattel Sabus aren't bad. They aren't good, but they are better than, like, average, like, a couple of pound figures. You could maybe get, like, a £5 in postage for these, so they do make their own weight back. It's purely because people think that these enormous Sabu heads look fine on Elites. They obviously don't. They look enormous, but people seem to be okay with it, and that's fine by me as long as they're buying them off me. We got this Braun Strowman, massive basic here. Probably just going to end up going in the basic bundle. I can't imagine there's much value to a basic Braun, although in saying that, I don't know if I've ever encountered one before. We got a basic Bray. Maybe we'll just bundle the two of them together. I do recall this selling slightly better, maybe like £4 in postage. Slightly better than other ones, but I don't really remember. We got this Batista. Now, this is a guy that I thought, you know, back in the day, I thought his basics would probably sell pretty well. Didn't imagine there was too many of them out there, but apparently I was wrong. Yeah, you never know. Maybe it'll be alright. It's a bit damaged. It's got a bit of wear on the butt, and I think that's probably just going to be bundled as well as this Kofi. Not really any value in individual New Day figures, just because they are 10 a penny. Nice gear though, nice green on there, nice bright colours. It actually looks more kind of calm in person than it does on the video. On the video it looks very bright and like reflective. In person it's actually kind of more subtle, kind of just more non-reflective. We got nice Sin Cara to go in that bundle. Again, we've got a bit of paint wear on the bum. I don't know what this guy was doing with his figures' asses, but none of them were safe apparently. We got a Flex Force Big Show. Might be better than the average Flex Force. Actually, I might use that head. I mean, it's massive. It is a massive head, so it might not be usable. But I have been trying to pick up some heads for call-offs, and that could be Nikita. It might be a little bit big. Nikita Koloff kind of did have a rather big head. Yeah, maybe Big Show tends to be better than other people, so it might be okay for a Flex Force. All the fingers are still on it, so that's always a good start. We got Rey Mysterio, terrible waist joint, straight bundle fodder. It's a little bit different, but you know, Rey Mysterio is Rey Mysterio. 10th. If New Day basics are 10 a penny, then Rey Mysterio anythings are 1,000 a penny. You know, there's no value to them at all. Let's just round up these less interesting bits. We got Rob Van Dam, no ponytail, paint wear on the singlet, all the way around. Not great. That ponytail actually looks a lot thicker and stronger than most Jack's ponytails as well, so that's a bit of a shame. In fact, I don't know if I've ever seen a Rob Van Dam with a ponytail missing before. Let's do these in order of interest. Now, we've got a Creator Superstar Ultimate Warrior. Now, as you guys might remember, from the Ultimate Warrior NW opening, I was after a head to swap onto the Survivor Series one. I swapped the green one on, and I do think that kind of works. But this could be another alternate option. It's just more bright colour to put on him. We'll see how much he's worth. You know, if we can get like maybe a $5 or something for him, maybe we'll just sell him on. But yeah, nothing really interesting there. No accessories to him or anything. Speaking of Creator Superstars, residue still in my hands. Throwing back to the last mail opening with the Creator Superstars in it. Throwing back to that, we got Elite Finn Balor. Starting to notice a pattern here. This is exactly the same one. And it's weird how these things happen quite often when I'm buying multiple bundles. I'll get like 2 of the same thing in 2 bundles and never see it again. Weirdest one was when I got 2 of the exact same edge and both of them had been eaten. Like, that was impressive. Same paint wear on the tongue, same paint wear on the back as well, to be honest. Yeah, I think I listed the last one for something like maybe 15 all in. So we'll just list him for the same amount and see what happens with both of them. And the final thing, the main draw from this one. These are quite expensive, so that's not a big deal. I'm just going to flip Hacksaw back in there so I can stop balancing him. And then put the rest in here as well. This is kind of sticky too. Yeah, the last thing, the thing that's of most interest to me, these do have a reasonable price tag on them, or at least they did, and I'm happy to pick it up, really. It's the basic Jake the Snake Roberts with the yellow pants. It's really quite nice. The boots are really quite nice as well. That arm is a little bit loose. That kind of sucks, doesn't it? But, you know, somehow I don't think it's going to matter, because I feel like I have alternate ideas for what I want to do with this Jake Roberts. Like, for example, maybe doing a head swap on this one, because I really don't like that head. You know, who knows? Probably might be exactly what we were planning to do with this, or maybe it's not. Or, yeah, it definitely is. But yeah, that basically takes us to the end of our mail opening. I'm going to go and wash my hands and then get these listed on eBay, and then chuck these. I mean, he's quite dusty, Jake. Chuck these ones that need a wash in the fig bath box. Put the rest on eBay. If you enjoyed this video, please do check out the mail opening playlist at the end screen. This is like, what, 4 or 5 weeks into a saga of mail openings, and there are like probably 3 or 4 weeks at least left to do without me even buying even more stuff. So there's plenty more to watch. There's plenty more coming. And all that's really left for me to say is please do like, comment, and subscribe. Thank you guys for watching, and goodbye.